So I had asked this question of thinker in previous meetings also, and from today's discussion, it seems like there are many thinkers.
Mm. Yes. It's just, you can even say like with each thought, new thinker, because that's what thinking comprises of. Each thought, thinker, and the subject thought about. So, yes, it is a constantly changing mask, something to be noticed on a day by day basis, right? In even one day, the thinker changes so much. But then, if this is not noticeable in the course of a day because it feels continuous, you can just notice it throughout your life. Who you thought you used to be is no longer who you think you are today. Whom you used to think as is not who you think as today. It's not just the body that is changing, it is also your mental image of yourself as whom you think that also changes accordingly. And yes, the body changes, but notice like you have an idea of the person you think you are, like the type of person you think you are, your character traits, your likes, your interests, your strengths and weaknesses, all of these mental characteristics. This is who you think as, and this is a changeful persona. Tomorrow, if something happens, let's say something really good happens to you, you win the lottery, this persona will change accordingly. It will think differently. It will believe different things about itself and life. But let's say tomorrow, you, I don't know, something really bad happens to you, or you like lose your house or your money, like this, that will completely change the persona, how you think about yourself, and from where you think, from the premise you think, it will change everything. So this persona is just another thought made idea. It is not self. So yes, thinker is a constantly changing entity. It changes equally as much as the content of thoughts. So we are learning to notice that now and not giving our whole sense of self to this process of thinking.
So the persona is also changing, and the personality is also changing.
You said the first part was what? The what's changing?
Person is changing. Personality is changing.
Yes, yes. Personality is just one aspect of the person, really. When we talk about, when we say the title person, it sort of includes the body, the bodily movement, changes, speech, and everything mental, preferences, um, character traits, belief systems, everything. It's all personality. So yeah, and it is all a changeful act, observed by that which does not change. Tomorrow, something good may happen in your life, and the whole person changes in accordingly. Whatever changes is not you. Tomorrow, something negative may happen. The whole person changes accordingly. Everything is like fluctuating. Everything is subject to change. If it is subject to change, it is not self.
Yes,
So we
like
are
they
to,
show in movies. Like they show in movies. Depending upon the events in their life, they keep on the personality
yeah,
changes.
yes. So we are to discern. We discern our unchanging being, which is fact. You know you are, and you know you have always been the same self. No matter how many worldly and bodily changes you have gone through, you have experienced, you have always been the same self. There's something about you that is continuous, that feels like me. That's what we refer to I all the time. Um, so when we believe that I to be the whole changing person, that right there is ego. Now, when we are really tuning into the unchanging I-ness, we are discovering our true nature, which is not individual at all.
And the identification with the thinker occurs because of ignorance.
Yes, it is ignorance. It's not really that it happens because of ignorance. You can say identification is ignorance. And it was kind of touched on in our previous conversation here today, but this ignorance doesn't actually even exist. It is itself an appearance. So that we start to discover just by noticing our true position, recognizing our true nature more and more clearly. Because the question comes up, what is identified? Nothing is identified. Identification is itself ignorance. It's an appearance. It never really is. You are never not yourself. What you really are is never identified. So yeah, that is just that is itself not something to mentally tackle, but that does offer some relief maybe that like it's not like a real thing that you have to undo. We are noticing our true position, our true nature, undisturbed, unmoved, unchanged, uninvested, beyond even the notion of spiritual journey. So now we are learning to be as we are. The person's always on some sort of motive, right? Like, how do I do this? How do I gain more spiritual wisdom? How do I change this? How do I stop getting identified? You're now learning to see that that is not your real place of seeing. That is not the true perspective. So we're like losing belief in that perspective more and more. And we're recognizing our true place of being, true place of seeing what I really am. From that point of view, from that place, there's no such thing as identification either.